Hello, and welcome to another episode of County Perspective, the show that focuses on Frederick County government, local programs and events, and the community that you live in. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa, and thank you for joining us. Now, over the past few weeks, Frederick County has seen some good news. Good news in COVID-19 vaccinations continuing in our area, a bright future for our South Frederick Regional Plan and the Livable Frederick Master Plan, and a mobile crisis response unit. Let's find out more in today's top news stories. The number of new cases of COVID-19 continues to rise in Frederick County. More than 18,252 cases have been confirmed in the county, and as of April 1st, 292 residents have died as a result. That is nearly 300 people in 1 year since Frederick County lost its first resident to the COVID-19 virus. In her weekly COVID update, County Executive Jan Gardner asked the public to consider appropriate ways to commemorate lives lost from the pandemic.
From now through Friday, April 16th, we are soliciting and want to collect ideas and suggestions from you. If you have an inspiration you would like to share, you can go to the county website, frederickcountymd.gov/memorial, and you can send us a description of your idea. You can upload a drawing or whatever you want to provide details.
If you have not yet received the COVID-19 vaccine, you can pre-register to get on the waiting list. Note that while Johnson & Johnson only requires one dose, the two other vaccines require getting a second dose. At your first appointment, you will be asked to register for your follow-up vaccine. The public is reminded that face coverings are required in all indoor public spaces and in outdoor spaces where people cannot consistently maintain 6 feet of distance from people who are not members of their household. If you would like to track the percentage of Frederick County's population who have been vaccinated or see updated coronavirus statistics, visit frederickcountymd.gov/COVID-stats. In 2019, Frederick County adopted the Livable Frederick Master Plan, laying out a vivid framework for the future of the county centering around 4 themes: our economy, our environment, our health, and our community. Implementing this robust vision will require multifaceted participation among a wide variety of members of the Frederick County community. As a part of this implementation, planning for the South Frederick corridors will commence for an area of Frederick County that has been a major economic center for the last few decades. This plan is focused on supporting existing businesses and industries, improving multimodal accessibility, and establishing a framework for the development of well-designed, mixed-use neighborhoods. Virtual meetings were held over the past week for our design charrette, with the last meeting being April 15th. Frederick County residents will have expanded access to help in a crisis, thanks to the expansion of an innovative program County Executive Jan Gardner announced Tuesday, April 30th. The Mobile Crisis Service team brings social workers, counselors, and other specialists to people who are experiencing a crisis, such as substance abuse, homelessness, or mental health concerns. Mobile crisis services are available 7 days a week, 12 hours a day for adults, and 24 hours a day for children. Frederick County Health Department's Behavioral Health Services Unit will manage the services through an agreement with Shepherd Pratt. By June 1st, mobile crisis services will expand to offer round-the-clock services for all residents, regardless of age. If you or someone you know is experiencing a crisis, call 211. For more information about addiction, treatment, and recovery services available through the Frederick County Health Department, visit health.frederickcountymd.gov or call 301-600-1755 or email bhs@frederickcountymd.gov. Frederick County government has had the honor of staffing their department and divisions with reliable and hardworking employees for many years. Now, when COVID-19 hit our area, many of the staff had to quickly change their roles and job duties. FCG-TV recently created a new series called Other Duties as Assigned, where they focus on Frederick County staff members who did just that. Now let's take a look at how Frederick County Government's Heidi Keeney went from special assistant to the county executive to Frederick County's vaccine program manager.
My name is Heidi. My normal position with Frederick County is special assistant to the county executive. I'm currently serving as Frederick County's vaccine program manager due to COVID-19. So my prior role before COVID-19 was special assistant to the county executive, and usually that would entail that I would travel with her, prepare her for her meetings and events that she had. I would work on special projects and assist staff in the county executive's office. So I'm currently serving as the county's vaccine program manager, and what that entails is I oversee the vaccination appointment line call center, and I also have a call center manager that runs the day-to-day operations. In addition to that, I schedule our clinics and I work with the dose allocation that is awarded to us from the state. And I also manage the day-to-day operations of the vaccination clinics. I think it was due to my previous history with emergency management and incident command experience, I was transferred over to this role temporarily for 6 months or so until the vaccination efforts are complete. So the overall process has been very rewarding. It's very busy every day, but getting to work with new staff that I had never met before has also been an exciting process, and learning different things about other employees in different divisions and how they're helping serve the vaccination clinics has been a great experience. I think my favorite part is the people, the employees that are working the clinics, all of Team Frederick County coming together to make this operation possible, and I just love supporting the community that I live and work in.
Before we head to break, let us all take a moment of silence for Brunswick Chief of Police Milt Fretch, who passed away in his sleep on Tuesday, March 30th. Now, Chief Fretch was a hero and someone everyone could look up to. He served as Brunswick Chief of Police for over 5 years, and he started his police career in 1987, where he became a police officer for Baltimore City Police Department. Later, he became a deputy with Frederick County Sheriff's Office before becoming Chief of Police for Brunswick. Chief Fretch was laid to rest at his funeral service on Tuesday, April 6th. His dedicated service and his big heart will be missed by many. His funeral service can be viewed on the county's website, FCG-TV's Channel 19 and 1085, and Frederick County Government's YouTube channel. Welcome back to County Perspective. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa. Now, in just a few moments, we'll take a look at what is cooking in the kitchen in a new episode of Silver Platter. But first, let's find out what furry friend is our featured pet of the week.
Paris is a little shy around strangers, but all it takes is a few minutes and a couple of treats for her to become your best friend. She has enough energy to make her a great hiking partner or playmate for older children. But Paris is a talented climber, so a 6-foot privacy fence or leashed walks are recommended. The 2-year-old enjoys walks, toys, and puzzle feeders and has done well playing with other dogs. But at the end of the day, she's a social pit bull mix who just loves to cuddle and give kisses. To learn more about Paris and our virtual adoption process, call Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center at 301-600-1546.
Frederick County Senior Services Division's Kitty Devilbith has been hosting FCG-TV's Silver Platter for over 2 years now. Silver Platter focuses on making quick and nutritious meals that senior citizens and all Frederick County residents can enjoy. Let's take a look at how to make frozen banana treats in this new episode.
Today we're going to make frozen banana pops. This is a terrific dessert, snack, and it's also a fun activity if you're looking for an activity to do with grandchildren or children. It's pretty easy to do, and you get to eat your project afterwards. We start out with a couple of bananas. They should probably be a little bit greener, just because they hold up better. And we're going to cut the banana in half and take the ends off. I like to insert the skewer or the stick first before I peel it. And today I'm using, these are just bamboo spoons. They have a nice broad handle, so I'm using those. You could use, I've read where people have used chopsticks or skewers or popsicle sticks. But these were in the kitchen, and so they work great. Then we're going to peel the banana. Just get that skin off. This would be a great way to serve a banana to a child too. Just because it's a little easier to eat, to hold on to. So again, inserting the spoon into the banana, not all the way through, and then pulling the skin off. I microwave some chocolate chips. These happen to be dark chocolate. Dark chocolate's a little healthier, so that was my choice. You could use milk chocolate, or you could use the white chocolate, or those the colored melting wafers that you can get for making candy. They would be really pretty for a special occasion if you have a theme or a party theme going. We're taking our banana, just going to dip it in the chocolate. We can use the spatula or a spoon to help pull chocolate up over it so it's coated. We want to coat it as much as possible. Just getting that covered. I don't think you could ever have too much chocolate, so there we go. I used about a half a bag of chocolate chips for this recipe, and the recipe uses 2 or 3 bananas and makes 4 to 6 servings. After we've coated it with chocolate, we can just sprinkle it. I'm using color sprinkles today. You could use toasted coconut, ground peanuts, or other nuts. I've also saw where they took freeze-dried fruit like strawberries and crushed that into a powder and rolled them in that, which sounds really good. So just covering it with sprinkles. You know, if you're doing this with kids, you're probably going to have more sprinkles on that. And put it on a plate. Bananas are a great source of potassium, B6, vitamin C. Good source. There's 3 grams of fiber in a banana, so it's a pretty good source of fiber. And it's pretty low in calories, at about 105 calories per banana, so it's a really great food choice. This is also a good food choice for individuals who are trying to maintain their blood sugar. Choosing a greener banana is a better choice. When the bananas are green, they have what's called resistant starch, and that starch, as the banana ripens, will turn into sugars. But while it's in the green state, there's some studies that believe that the resistant starch is beneficial to individuals watching their blood sugar because it helps moderate the food spikes in blood sugar. Greener bananas also help slow our digestion. That helps us feel full longer, so we might not eat as much, so it could be a good benefit for somebody trying to watch their weight a little bit. And we look at bananas as a source of potassium as well. We're going to coat this one like we did the first. I like to make sure every single part of that banana has chocolate on it. When I melted my chocolate, I left it sit a little bit so that it started to set up again. If you do this when the chocolate comes right out of the microwave, it could be too thin, and then you won't get as much chocolate. Spin that around again. We're just going to add some more sprinkles. And you could also roll these in granola, or pretty much any crunchy snack. Just crushing the snack food, maybe some of the pretzels, and roll them in those as well. The sky's the limit on what your topping is. Putting these on a plate, these are going to go in the freezer for 30 minutes to up to 2 hours to make sure that the chocolate is good and firm and the banana starts to freeze. I suggest eating them when they're on a more frozen state. If you let them sit out and the banana starts to feel a little mushy when you bite it. But you could also, it's kind of the texture of ice cream. So if you think about it that way, it's going to taste pretty good. So enjoy your bananas in a new and different way. If you'd like this recipe or other recipes from Silver Platter, please go to frederickcountymd.gov/senior services.
Looking for something to do in the next few weeks? Well, Frederick County has plenty of activities to keep you busy. Check out some of the great programs that county departments are offering. To find more virtual events and programs, or for more information, log on to the county's webpage, frederickcountymd.gov. Now at the end of our show, we like to mention a few recent events, along with things our viewers should keep an eye out for in the upcoming weeks. Frederick County's Government Compensation Review Commission hosted their final meeting on March 17th. The Compensation Review Commission was required as part of Frederick County's charter. Its purpose was to review how much to pay for future office holders for county executive and members of the county council. The commission hosted 4 public meetings between January and the end of March. Members reviewed data related to the Frederick County budget, history, demographics, and projections, coupled with a thorough review of compensation and history for the Frederick County positions and relevant positions similar to Frederick County government and in other jurisdictions. After analyzing data and discussing what they learned, the commission voted to recommend that the county executive earn a base salary of $137,000 for the first year of the term that will begin December 2022. The commission recommended a yearly cost of living adjustment based on the regional consumer price index of 2%, whichever is greater. For members of the county council, the commission recommends a base salary of $35,000 for the first year of the term that will begin December 2022 and a yearly cost of a living adjustment. If you want to find out more, watch the Final Compensation Review Commission on FCG-TV's Channel 19, HD Channel 1085, or on Granicus. County Executive Jan Gardner hosted a proclamation ceremony in honor of Child Abuse Prevention Month, which is through the month of April. Childhood is a time to build our future, learn values and skills, gain confidence and self-worth, develop character, and cherish unforgettable memories. And that is why it is important that everyone has a healthy and positive childhood. The Frederick County Child Advocacy Center is one of our county heroes, whose job is to protect our children of Frederick County and help children who have been abused. To watch the proclamation ceremony, you can view it on FCG-TV's Channel 19, HD Channel 1085, Frederick County Government's YouTube channel, and Granicus. If you would like more information about the CAC, visit frederickcountymd.gov/CAC. Well, that's it for this episode of County Perspective. But don't forget to follow Frederick County on social media in order to keep up to date on important news and events. We'll see you next time for a fresh look from a county perspective.